If you're drowning in credit card debt and wondering if there's a legal way out, this video is for you. Today, we're breaking down exactly how to settle credit card debt legally, step by step. No scams, no shortcuts, just the facts you need to regain control of your finances. Let's begin by understanding what settling a credit card debt actually means. When you settle a debt, you're negotiating with your credit card company or a debt collector to pay less than what you owe. If they agree and you pay the negotiated amount, the remaining balance is forgiven. It sounds simple, but there's a lot you need to know to do this legally and protect yourself in the process. First, know your legal rights. You are protected under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, also known as the FDCPA. This federal law prevents debt collectors from harassing you, using threatening language, or calling at inappropriate times. It also gives you the right to request written verification of your debt and to dispute it if necessary. Then there's the Fair Credit Reporting Act, or FCRA, which controls how debts are reported on your credit report. This law requires that credit bureaus report accurate information, and it gives you the right to dispute anything that looks incorrect or unfair. And don't forget your state laws. Every state has a statute of limitations on debt collection lawsuits. This period typically ranges from 3 to 6 years. Once that time is up, debt collectors can't sue you in court to collect the money. However, they may still contact you and try to negotiate a payment. Now, before you jump into settlement, explore your other legal options. These include enrolling in a debt management plan through a credit counseling agency. These agencies can sometimes negotiate lower interest rates or monthly payments for you, and they usually help you pay off the full balance over time. Another option is asking your credit card company about a hardship program. If you're dealing with job loss, illness, or another major challenge, they may temporarily reduce your interest rate or monthly payments. Debt consolidation is also worth considering. If your credit score is still decent, you might qualify for a loan with a lower interest rate, allowing you to pay off high-interest cards more efficiently. But let's say you've looked into all that, and you've decided that settling your debt is your best or only option. What should you do? Start by stopping all new spending on the credit card. You don't want to add more debt while trying to reduce what you owe. Then, take a close look at your financial situation. Figure out exactly how much you can afford to pay in a lump sum or in a short-term payment plan. Most successful settlements involve one-time payments between 30 and 60% of the total balance. So if you owe $10,000, you may be able to settle for $4,000 to $6,000. Also, make sure to check your credit reports before you begin negotiations. You want to know exactly what the creditor is claiming you owe, and whether the account has been sold to a collection agency. Once you're prepared, it's time to contact the creditor or the collection agency. You can do this on your own, or you can hire a reputable debt settlement attorney or company to help. If you do it yourself, be calm and honest. Tell them you're facing a financial hardship and you're trying to resolve your debt responsibly. Let them know you can offer a specific lump sum amount in exchange for marking the debt as settled. Now, this part is crucial. Get everything in writing. If the creditor agrees to settle your debt for less than the full amount, ask them to send you a written agreement. This letter should clearly state the amount you'll pay, the payment deadline, and confirmation that the rest of the debt will be considered settled and forgiven. It should also state that no future collection activity will take place on the remaining balance. Do not send any payment until you receive this letter. When you do make the payment, use a method that gives you a receipt, like a certified check or money order. Avoid using personal checks or giving access to your bank account. After the payment is made, wait about 30 to 60 days, then check your credit report again. The account should be listed as settled, paid settled, or account paid in full for less than the full balance. Make sure the balance is shown as zero and that the account is not listed as still past due. If anything on the report looks wrong, you have the legal right to dispute it. Contact the credit bureau in writing, attach copies of your settlement letter and payment proof, and request that the error be corrected. Now here's something many people don't know. If more than $600 of debt is forgiven, the IRS may consider that amount taxable income. You could receive a Form 1099-C at the end of the year. This doesn't always mean you'll owe taxes, especially if you were insolvent at the time the debt was forgiven, but it's best to talk to a tax professional about your specific situation. Let's review the most important things to avoid. Don't ignore your debt. If you stop paying and don't engage with your creditor, you could be sued. Judgments from court can lead to wage garnishments or frozen bank accounts. Also, don't agree to anything verbally. Always get the agreement in writing. And don't fall for debt settlement scams. Legitimate companies will never ask for upfront fees before settling your debt. If someone pressures you to act fast or pay right away, that's a red flag. Lastly, if you're in deep debt and settlement isn't working, or you can't even afford to settle, consider speaking with a bankruptcy attorney. Chapter 7 or Chapter 13 bankruptcy is a legal tool that might eliminate or restructure your debts under court supervision. It's a serious step and not for everyone, but in some situations, it's the smartest and most legal path to a fresh start. Let's quickly recap the key steps. 1. Know your rights. 2. Explore all options like hardship programs and debt management plans. 3. Stop using the card and assess what you can afford. 4. Contact your creditor and negotiate. 5. Get the deal in writing. 6. Make the payment and save proof. 7. Check your credit report to confirm everything is reported correctly. 8. Talk to a tax expert if the forgiven debt is over $600. 9. Avoid scams and rush decisions. And 10. Don't be afraid to explore bankruptcy if necessary. Settling credit card debt legally isn't always easy, but it is absolutely possible. With the right knowledge, preparation, and a little patience, you can protect your rights, reduce your financial burden, and take the first real step toward financial freedom. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs it. And if you have questions about debt settlement or your specific situation, drop them in the comments. We'll be happy to help. Stay strong. Your financial future is still in your hands.